Welcome to a deep dive into the world of a woman who seems to have found the fountain of youth. When you hear the name Elizabeth Hurley, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? For many, it is her iconic roles in movies, her time as a world-class model, or perhaps that one famous dress that changed the fashion world forever. But lately, her name has been all over the news for a very different reason. Elizabeth, who is now in her late 50s, continues to post photos and videos that leave the entire world in a state of total shock. Specifically, there are moments where she has pushed the limits of fashion and confidence, sometimes even going topless for a photo shoot or a social media post. These moments make people stop what they are doing and simply gasp. Today, we are going to talk about her incredible journey, how she maintains her stunning looks, and the real story behind those viral photos that everyone is talking about. You really need to stay with us until the very end of this video, because we are going to share the one secret she swears by that allows her to stay so fit and confident at an age when most people are slowing down. It is a simple habit, but it is the key to her legendary status. Before we get into the gasp-worthy moments of today, we have to look back at how Elizabeth Hurley became a superstar in the first place. Elizabeth was born in England and started her career with a passion for dance and theatre. She was a hard worker who knew she wanted to be in the spotlight. However, her life changed overnight in 1994. At the time, she was the girlfriend of actor Hugh Grant, and she attended the premiere of his movie, For Weddings and a Funeral. She wore a black Versace dress held together by giant gold safety pins. That one dress made her a global sensation the next morning. It was the first time the world truly gasped at her beauty and her daring sense of style. She proved right then and there that she wasn't afraid to take risks, and that fearless attitude has defined her entire career ever since. After that famous red carpet moment, Elizabeth's career exploded. She became the face of Estée Lauder, one of the biggest beauty brands in the world. For years, her face was on every magazine and billboard. But she wasn't just a pretty face, she wanted to act. This led her to some of her most memorable roles. Who could forget her as the charming Vanessa Kensington in Austin Powers? She was the perfect match for the funny spy, bringing a mix of elegance and toughness to the screen. Then, she took on an even more daring role as the devil in the movie Bedazzled. In that film, she wore a series of incredible outfits that showed off her amazing figure and her playful personality. Every time she walked onto the screen in that movie, the audience couldn't help but stare. She had a way of owning her beauty that felt powerful and fun, rather than just superficial. As the years went by, many people expected Elizabeth to fade into the background as new, younger stars entered Hollywood. But Elizabeth Hurley had other plans. Instead of hiding away, she embraced the world of social media. Today, her Instagram is one of the most talked about pages on the internet. Why? Because she regularly posts photos of herself in bikinis from her own swimwear line, Elizabeth Hurley Beach. What makes people gasp is the fact that she looks almost exactly the same as she did 20 or 30 years ago. In an industry that is often very harsh toward women as they get older, Elizabeth is breaking all the rules. She isn't just aging gracefully, she is defying age altogether. This brings us to the topless moments that have caused such a stir online. Elizabeth has shared several photos where she is wearing very little, often just a pair of bikini bottoms while covering herself with her hair or a stylish coat. One of the most famous photos showed her standing in the snow wearing nothing but a pair of white bikini bottoms and an open fur-lined coat. The internet went crazy. People couldn't believe her confidence or her incredible physique. While some critics said she should dress her age, Elizabeth's fans jumped to her defense. They pointed out that she looks amazing and that a woman should be allowed to feel sexy and confident at any age. Elizabeth herself has a very simple response to the critics: she doesn't care. She loves her body, she works hard to stay healthy, and she wants to inspire other women to feel the same way about themselves. But it isn't just about looking good in a photo. Elizabeth Hurley is a very smart businesswoman. By modeling her own swimwear, she has turned her personal brand into a massive success. She knows that when she posts a daring photo, it will go viral, and that means more people will see her designs. She is her own best advertisement. This is a huge part of her legacy. She has shown that a woman can be an actress, a mother, a businesswoman, and a model all at the same time. She has built an empire based on the idea that beauty and confidence don't have an expiration date. This is why when people gasp at her photos, it isn't just because of how she looks, but because of the power she holds as an independent woman. If you are still watching, you are probably wondering how she actually stays in such great shape. This is the question everyone asks whenever a new photo of her goes viral. Elizabeth is very open about her lifestyle. She doesn't believe in extreme diets or spending hours and hours in a gym. Instead, she focuses on being active in her daily life. She loves gardening, walking her dogs, and staying busy around her home in the English countryside. She has said that she rarely sits still. This natural way of staying active keeps her muscles toned and her energy levels high. She also focuses on eating whole foods, like fresh vegetables and lean proteins, and she avoids processed snacks. It sounds simple, but her consistency is what makes the difference. Another reason why Elizabeth is so respected is her work for others. For over 20 years, she has been a global ambassador for the Estée Lauder breast cancer campaign. She has traveled the world, raised millions of dollars, and helped spread awareness about a disease that affects so many women. This shows that she has a heart as big as her fame. When she isn't posing for a stunning photo, she is often working hard to make the world a better place. This balance of glamour and giving back is a major part of why her fans are so loyal. They see her as a real person who uses her influence for good. It makes her beauty on the outside match the beauty she has on the inside. Let's talk a little bit more about her role as a mother. Elizabeth has a son named Damien, who has followed in her footsteps as a model and an actor. They have a very close relationship, and Damien is often the one taking those famous photos of his mother for her social media. This has also caused some debate online, with some people thinking it is strange. But Elizabeth and Damien have laughed it off, saying they are just a close family who supports each other's work. Damien has clearly inherited his mother's striking looks and her confidence in front of the camera. Seeing them together is another moment that makes fans gasp because they look so much alike and share such a strong bond. As we get closer to the end of the video, we have to address that gasp factor once again. Why does the world react so strongly to Elizabeth Hurley? It is because she represents a dream that many of us have, the dream of staying vibrant and full of life no matter how many years pass. Every time she posts a daring or topless photo, she is challenging the idea that women become invisible after a certain age. She is standing in the light and saying, I am still here, I am still beautiful, and I am still having fun. This is a message of empowerment that resonates with millions of people. She has turned the act of aging into an art form. We told you to watch until the very end, and here is the reason why. While most people think her looks are all about genetics or expensive creams, Elizabeth has one secret that she mentions in almost every interview. She says the most important thing she does for her health and her skin is staying hydrated. But it isn't just drinking water, she drinks a large glass of warm water first thing every single morning. She claims this wakes up her system and keeps her skin glowing from the inside out. It is a simple, free, and easy habit that anyone can do. She also avoids eating heavy meals late at night, giving her body time to rest and repair while she sleeps. These small choices add up over time and are a big part of why she can still make the world gasp with a single photo. Thank you so much for watching the whole video. Your support means everything to us as we bring you these stories about the stars who continue to inspire and surprise us. If you liked learning about Elizabeth's secrets and her fearless approach to life, make sure to let us know. We love hearing from you and finding out which celebrities you want to hear about next. Elizabeth Hurley is a shining example of how to live life with confidence and style, and we hope her story gave you a little bit of that same energy today. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite icons, and we will see you in the next one.